goodness. So can I just ask you all to just sit deeply into your seats and just feel the presence of this room, the energy and the frequency of the hearts and of the intention of each and every person that has chosen, big word today, chosen to be here. And as you sit quietly, may I just bless you with this prayer. Beloved presence within and around us, we arrive as we are today, tender, willing, and awake. We ask for the courage to meet what we have been carrying and the gentleness to listen without judgment or haste. Guide us into deeper presence, that wisdom may arise from the places that once hurt. And may we remember we are not broken, we are becoming. And so it is. Turn to your neighbor and tell them 3 things that you are so grateful for. On your mark, get set, go. Aww. Grateful for you. Okay, children. Okay, my darlings. I know this is fun. Hate to interrupt you. Once we uncork that bottle, it's a little hard to reel it back in. For the last 16 years, I have led the Sisters Drum Circle here in the community of Central Oregon. For many years, it was in my home. But when 70 women were driving down my road, my neighbors went, "Uncle," right? So we've been meeting here. And I tell you this because it is my intention to always allow a very big spaciousness at the beginning of our gatherings for women to communicate with each other, to catch up, to introduce themselves to someone new, to just touch in. And can't really hear what any of you said, although I know there was a whole lot of gratitude raising the vibration of this time here together. So thank you for bringing your hearts, opening up, and stepping into a little of joy. And now we're going to talk about wounding to wisdom. So we're going to kind of shift a bit. So I wanted you to have a foundation of joy as we begin today. How our pain becomes our initiation is really the subtext of what I want to share with you today. Most of us are taught that pain is something that we must overcome, to fix, or to heal, or transcend as quickly as possible. We've learned to see suffering as a sign that there might be something wrong, that we might be off track, or that maybe we've failed in some way. And yet, across the ancient wisdom teachings in this world, they look at pain as never being a mistake. And when we change the perspective that we are not wrong by this woundedness, and that nothing is a mistake, that everything is happening, and we've heard this many times, for us and not to us. It changes the perspective, right? So it's always understood in these ancient times and these ancient ceremonies that our pain is a threshold. It's an initiation. Something that arrives not because we chose it, but that it chose us. Some of us think that perhaps pain should be eradicated, but the truth is, what would it be like if we met our pain? What if suffering, when held with conscious awareness, becomes a gateway for compassion, for depth, and for embodied wisdom? Right? Thank you. The problem isn't the pain itself. The problem is unconscious pain. The pain that is rushed or avoided, that is suppressed or even spiritualized in a way. That is the pain that we carry alone. Every human being knows what it is like to be wounded and to carry that pain. We are wounded through abandonment or loneliness, betrayal, loss, shame, neglect, and moments when we are not seen, protected, or met. Many of these wounds occur long before we even have a language to name them. They live in the body, they live in the nervous system, and the places where we have to contract in order to survive. The wound itself is not what breaks us. What breaks us is being alone inside the wound. As a child in a difficult world that was swirling with 8 brothers and sisters and a mama that was dysregulated, and I know that I've shared that story with you before, I don't need to go into detail, but I can tell you that that was the deepest time in my life of silence. I couldn't speak it. I couldn't put my hand up and say, help me. I need a hug somewhere in this world. I didn't probably even know that was for me. I saw people's love as beautiful to see, but I never thought that that was for me. And I suffered in my silence until I didn't. Until I found a place of refuge that not just listened to the stories and the ons and ons of it, but actually gave me a spaciousness to sit quietly and allow. Okay, and our nervous systems are adept in intelligently using what we are experiencing in a way of a pattern. And here's what I mean. We put on our armor. That's what I did. I put up the blocks. Don't let it out. Don't let it in. And in that great abyss is a lot of suffering. Or we disassociate. That's another way that this happens. We become hyper-independent or chronically accommodating. That my pain isn't important. I got to hold on. We numb, we perform, we achieve, and we oftentimes disappear. I, honest to goodness, think that I believed when I was a kid that I had this magic power of invisibility. Snap my fingers, nobody saw me. I could go unnoticed, which was really the counter to what really the child needed within me. These patterns are not flaws, though. Know this, that they are our character. They are evidence of our resilience. It's what kept me safe in those times. Does that make sense? What we often judge as our coping mechanisms are often acts of love. Ways that we've learned how to stay alive, to belong, to remain connected in environments where we were not met fully. Can you relate to this? Is there a place in time, a space in your life that you can recall? I don't think that any one of us is without recognizing and remembering. But you know what? There is a big cost to avoiding our pain. What is not felt does not disappear. It waits. It waits. Unconscious pain continues to live beneath the surface and expresses itself through reactivity, projection, control, emotional numbness or outbursts, anxiety, or the repetition of familiar relational patterns. Over and over and over again, same response, wishing for a different outcome. Somebody say, that's crazy. Turn to your neighbor and say, that's crazy. That's crazy. Right. Many of us become devoted to healing without ever truly inhabiting ourselves. So what we do is we practice, and then we do the practice. And then we do the ritual and more of the ritual. And insight to insight, not allowing to be touched by our pain deeply. Unmet pain will always seek resolution. It will either come through our wisdom or through our repetition. Yeah. This is where the concept of initiation becomes essential. Initiation may not be something that really is actually very comfortable. It may not be affirming me in the way that I thought that I needed. This is where we need to be open. This is where we allow to put some spaciousness within our hearts. Because initiation involves descent. Being willing to go into the shadows of the who we are. Without judgment, without shame, without all of the trappings of it, but allow ourselves to go there. And here's what my teacher used to say to me when I was stumble and bumble over this, that, and the other that I thought I could never heal. He would say, feel your feelings fully first. Turn to your neighbor and set this in your mind by letting them know that they should feel their feelings fully first, and they'll tell it right back to you. Feel your feelings fully first. I think you'll remember the 4 F's perhaps for this. And when I'm in Costco and I see you, you can lean over and go, feel your feelings fully first. And I'll go. All right, so the initiation involves descent. It strips us of who we thought we were. It dismantles our identity and our stories and our self-control. For what happens now is every sacred tradition that initiation is marked by a loss of certainty, of innocence, and of our former selves. A lot of our woundedness is somewhere back behind, right? That former self and the wounding there is longing to be seen, felt, embraced, and healed. Pain becomes the initiation when we stop asking, why is this happening to me? And begin listening to what is being revealed on the inside. Pain does not ask to be fixed, it asks to be felt. Not analyzed, not narrated, and not rushed towards some meaning, but sensed aloud, met in the body, because the body is where wisdom is born. When we shift from story to feeling the sensation, what's going on within, from resistance to presence, in this now moment, I'm feeling, something begins to change. The phone rings. Hello? Pain? Something's changing. Thank you for that. We planned that, didn't we? That was orchestrated perfectly. Our womb stops becoming our enemy and starts to become our teacher. Wow. Not because it disappears, but because it is no longer avoided. The elefante in the room is now stepping forward. Now, compassion is the alchemical agent that transforms pain into wisdom. Not the compassion of sentimentality alone, but compassion that has the capacity to stay. Stay where? In this now present moment. I cannot change anything behind me, but I can hold the memories until they soften. And in this now present moment, I know that nothing that I thought would take me out or hurt me actually can. In this now moment, right? To remain present without collapsing or putting our armor on. In other words, resisting, right? To soften without abandoning ourselves. Compassion says, pain, I am here with you. Rather than, I need you to go away. When pain is met with compassion, it loses its power to dominate us, and it no longer runs our life from being in the shadow. Those of you that have touched your own pain deeply, I know that you don't rush others around you. We develop discernment instead of judgment, humility instead of righteousness, and compassion that is grounded for one another. And as we are on our healing journey, this is an internal bit of work, but it also is this spacious and glorious place that we can hold sacred space for others to do their work. It's a beautiful gift. So this is how our wounds refine us. They shape our capacity to see clearly, to hold complexity, and to love without illusion. Embodied wisdom does not look like perfection or perpetual calm. It looks like presence. It looks like boundaries without hardness and sensitivity without overwhelm. It looks like authority without domination. When I'm president, I will not dominate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cake for everyone. Here's a mic drop. I worked on this one when this came up. I'm like, oh, I know that everybody's going to go like this. Wisdom is not what we know. Wisdom is how we meet life. Ready? Boom. We think that it's all this intellectual thing, but it's really about how we feel our way through this life in healing and openness and welcomeness and allowing and recognizing that every single hard and difficult and challenging and seemingly impossible thing that happened, we think, to us is really here to show us and guide us down the path of healing. And that when I really know what it's like to feel that pain, I really know that I can feel the love that has filled my life. The pendulum that has swung, and the wisdom that moves us to be able to love and appreciate all the good things in our life, knowing that we don't have to be stuck in the memory when we bring it here in this present moment. Hold it, allow it to just be a part of the fabric of who we are. Embodied wisdom does not look like perfection or perpetual calm. It looks like presence. The wounds do not disappear, but they no longer control us. They become integrated. They become a part of the texture of who we are rather than the place we live. You are not behind because something is still aching within you. You are not. You are not failing because grief or loneliness or fear or tenderness arises in your life. Your pain is not asking to be erased. What wounded you can soften you. What broke you wide open can guide you. And when pain is met with conscious awareness, it becomes not an end of a path, but as a doorway into your wisdom. And in this way, love wins. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Whew. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do. As a musician, applause is a form of reciprocity. And so, will you know that I received that deeply? Thank you. Thank you. I better not say it. I was going to say wild. No, don't say it. We've howled enough perhaps today. Would you like one more? Yeah. Okay, wild sanctuary. All right, after all of that, will you just once again let me close this talk with a short prayer of blessings for you? Can you sit in your chairs and just sit deeply, feel your sits bones beneath you, your feet upon this sacred ground. Take a deep and loving, divinely feminine breath in. Hold for just a second, and then allow that divinely masculine energy of the out-breath to just flow out with a soft sigh. Beloved, sacred of all becoming, we thank what has been revealed and softened and remembered this day. May the pain we touched no longer be carried alone, and may compassion continue to guide us beyond this moment. Let what has been integrated become wisdom in our lives, and let that wisdom move through us with humility and with love. And as we return to the world, may we walk more gently with ourselves and with one another, and may nothing within us be forgotten or wasted. And so it is. I could. I have a little extra time. I have 5 minutes. Okay, well, let's do that one, and then I'll do the one that I practiced. Okay, I'll do the one I didn't practice, and then we'll do the ones I did practice. Can you hear that nicely? You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel the way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel the way way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel the way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way, the way knows the way. Yay! Bravo! It's so lovely to be up here and listening to you singing. I've played this song for you before, and it is in the same key, so it might sound like the same song almost, but I don't think so. I just have to remember the words because now all I have it is in the ways in my head. I got it. I looked at Doug. He had the face. He gave me that, I can't help you, honey. You're on your own. Just stick with it. It'll come to you. Okay, I got it. And this is actually, all kidding aside, I think this is a song that all of us can embrace. We are here to heal. 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 So follow me to the river, follow me to the healing waters where we'll dive in and heal within. We are here to heal. We are here to heal. We are here to heal. Sweet. We are here to heal. Sing for your mothers, sing for their mothers. There is healing in this river that flows between us, my love. Sing for your fathers, sing for their care. There is healing in this river that flows between us, my love. Sing for our children, sing for their hearts. There's healing, come between us now, between you and I, my love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are here to heal. We are here to heal. We are here to heal. We are here to heal.